down inside. It's Lacey.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Caught in the backfield, it's Cook.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Lacey. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They want to run it left here. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Rebels offense is back on the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Mississippi State going up tempo.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Snagged out of the air. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Running inside. It's Wilson. Got a little grass. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He'll keep it on 2nd down. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there, but the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Haas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. At the 45, on his way. Turning on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Taylor wants to throw. Caught by Williams on the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got the first himself. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read, and Palmer, It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Trying to move them on the counter. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys, and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Alexander. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking left. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Run inside. It's Lacey. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
On 1st down, it's Bothwell again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Taylor wants to throw it. Punts it out of the air. Breaks into the open. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
They're going to run it. Fights off a defender.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The play action fake. The sure hands, it's West. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Taylor wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Lacey. There's some room. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. off the play fake on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Rebels have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll go right back to him. Finding some room. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. There he goes. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Go try to get to the marker himself. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels. The Hottie Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down, like everything going the other direction.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Lacey. And they're able to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end finds a soft spot. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Got it behind the line. It's Cook. Could not make his way to the corner.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Running inside. It's Lacey. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Bulldogs in the hurry up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
That's caught. It's Evans. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll give it to Fluff. Sweet cut there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. we've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick completion to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Finds a little space. Maybe some room here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give on the counter. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. From the red zone, it's Lacey. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the option. Now the toss. Nice move to keep running. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right.
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead.
Maybe a crease. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. And lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Third and 6 yards to go. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.